Welcome everybody to Mike Dub 27 Gaming, and today we found a light at the end of the tunnel. That silver lining in that dusty cloud called a market crash. And what is that? That is XRP. Now, for some odd reason, XRP was not an odd reason. We're going to look into the reason. XRP is out here doing its thing. It started today at around $2.29, hit about 228, and then it just kept on climbing. Hit around 230, 231. This is when it caught my attention. Then it went down to 230. I said, let me see it again. Went up again, dropped down to 229, started going back up to 230. I said, you know what? There's something special going on here. So I went ahead and I jumped in. And lo and behold, that thing went from 230 and just kept on climbing up to about 233, 233.9, 236, 238. Went back down, but didn't go back down too far. The lowest it really went down is 233, and it just kept on going back up, which means it's testing and it's still shooting up. You can see right here is at 237 without any looks of falling back. If we look at the candle chart right here, you can see right there that the bulls are definitely pushing this thing up. Bears are taking their little bit of a profit. We can see those little red candles, but that thing just keeps on pushing its way up and breaking new heights. We can definitely probably imagine that hitting $3 at least within the next week or so. So there's definitely something special going on with XRP. But let's look and see what's happening right now. We got right here some news. And this is from Benzinga. Alright, so let's go ahead and click on that and see what it's saying. Of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin rally. Can BTC hold 84,000 over the weekend for a push to 90,000? Well, it was at 100,000 at the beginning of all this craziness, so 90,000 really isn't that, beyond a reasonable doubt. But the interesting thing about it is Bitcoin has been kind of fluctuating, going back down and back up, but XRP, it seems to be even more stable than Bitcoin, in this. So we definitely see not only volatility, but we see growth. Notice what's shown right here, and this is at the coin market cap page. So right here, looking at what's going on with XRP. It says Ripple has secured regulatory approval in Dubai for XRP crypto payments and services, enhancing its operations in the UAE market. So you see right here it's talking about XRP, not just all cryptos, the Bitcoin, and those that are connected to it. So XRP is making its own independent moves here. It says progressions in Ripple's potential SEC settlement may positively impact XRP's institutional market by lifting existing injunctions. The CBOE BZX exchanges move to list Franklin XRP ETF signifies a significant step for regulated XRP investment opportunities. And that's what we want to hear right there, that XRP ETF. Because when that happens, XRP completely becomes its own thing. And of course, this isn't financial advice or anything like that, but we know what happens when you get an ETF. You're basically top dog. To explain how what ETFs are, Nasdaq, or not Nasdaq, S&P 500 is an ETF. The Dow Jones has ETFs. What's another one that has an ETF? The Russell has an ETF, is an ETF. So we see right there, if you put XRP right there, all of a sudden it becomes Big Brother. And then everything under it falls under the umbrella of XRP. Now, XRP hasn't been around for as long as Bitcoin. It was launched back in 2012. The XRP Ledger, which is an open source, permissionless, and decentralized technology. Benefits of the XRP Ledger include its low cost, which at that point in time was $0.0002 or 2 cents. And we can see just how much it's traveled, already being $2.37 right here, with a market cap of $137.84 billion, volume of 4.29 billion, value market cap 3.11%, and that's positive. Max supply 100 billion XRP. Total supply 99.98 billion XRP. Circulating supply 58.1 billion XRP. So we can see right there that it's definitely making some serious moves. So let's go back to the brokerage account and see how everything's been playing out with this and the other cryptos. And I say that because when you look at some of these other cryptos, let's look at Bitcoin. It's growing. Don't get me wrong. It started at around 81,000, hit about 83, dropped back down to 82,000, and shot up right here to 85, and it's going back down to 84,000. Now that's a big dog move right there. If you have enough to where you can feel that 84 turning into 85,000, then that's good for you. But for most of us, we probably have percentages of Bitcoin and not an entire Bitcoin. But when you start to get into things like XRP, that's when you really start to see that movement. You got some other cryptos over here that are moving. For instance, Solana, is up 7.46 cents. This is one of those, it moves along with Bitcoin or Ethereum. Let's see, is it a Bitcoin or Ethereum based crypto? It doesn't really say. Solana is a decentralized blockchain built to enable scalable, user-friendly apps that was launched in 2017 by the Geneva-based Solana Foundation and San Francisco-based Solana Labs. Solana can theoretically process up to 65,000 transactions per second. So this seems like more Web 2 type of deals with low fees by combining proof of stake and proof of history. Census mechanisms. Solana's native cryptocurrency used to pay for transaction fees, called SOL, which has theoretically no total maximum supply. So that's something, no total maximum supply. But it's one of those things where it's not really backed by anything that's really moving per se, as far as an ETF or having an actual backing that's based off of large funded companies. So when you see, different cryptos like this, even right now, it's at 133. Then it goes up to, it's still at 133 with like 93 cents. So you're really not going to see too much of a change unless you really have like thousands upon thousands of those type. Of course you have Dogecoin, but we're done with the meme coins. Not messing with that. I think a lot of people can express the same sentiment. Meme coins, just basically what they are. They're memes. You keep playing around with those, you probably end up being a meme. Look at that. Solana XRP's already hit $2.38. Like I said, we letting that thing ride, so we can see that $3 mark. But another stock, or a stock that's not a crypto, that I also had a chance to take part in today was Ford Motors. Now, and I hadn't really messed with Ford ever since they dropped down to $2.50. But I saw something interesting this time around. It was around, let's say, here we go, 9.10. It was at 9.62. But if you notice here, it was kind of staying between 961, 962. It kept testing and kept pulling back. So I'm like, all right, something's going on here. So I went ahead and got in that early. And lo and behold, bam, that thing hit $9.77. So I was like, bet. I'm going to go ahead and take profit there because I knew it wasn't going to go back up. And of course, it dropped back down to 970 and then 969. But it kind of stayed in that area. So Ford Motors may be something that we want to keep an eye out on. Average volume being 155 million. It's hitting about 91.31 million. Probably did a little bit more than that today. Market cap still 38.52 billion. It's interesting how the market caps for an actual automobile company that's been around for like a long time doesn't have a market cap bigger than, something like an XRP. But, it's still like that. But let's scroll down some more. So right here we can see it talks about how Peter Lynch detailed fundamental analysis F. Ooh. Below is this guy's name. I can't say it, but Valadia's Guru Fundamental Report. And it talks about Ford Motors. So look at that and see what they're talking about. So right here, Peter Lynch detailed fundamental analysis F. So now there's not an F in fail, it's an F in Ford Motor Company. It says it is a large cap stock, value stock in the auto and truck manufacturers industry. The rating using the strategies is 74% based on the firm's underlying fundamentals and the stock's valuation. A score of 80% or above typically indicates that the strategy has some interest in the stock, and the score above 90% typically indicates strong interest. So that's why we're seeing a lot of movement, because it's starting to get to that area to where we're seeing strong interest in it. So hopefully Ford can keep it going, and start competing again with some of those other large automobile companies. But it's going up. That's not a bad thing, especially when you look at other vehicle stocks like Tesla. Let's see what they're doing. All right, Tesla started today at 9:30 at $248.73. But as soon as that market opened, that thing dropped all the way back down to 241, 241.04. And then it started working its way back up, 249. Let's see, it peaked today at 251. So if you got in there, let's just say at 10 o'clock, which is when most people get in there, you got there at 242. And then if you're able to get out at the peak, it's 251. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So a lot of the automobile companies are doing something good today. So that's cool. Of course, their market cap is $804.07 billion. But it is what it is. Like I said, it's still one of those expensive stocks. So unless you have large amounts of money to buy countless shares of this, you're really not seeing too much of a change with that. But either way, today was definitely a better day, for stocks. And it's definitely a good day for XRP that's continuing to grow as we speak. So let's sit back, let's ride the wave, and let's join that XRP fanboy club. And everybody have a nice day and keep on trading. Deuces. We out. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Mike Dub 27 Trading.